don't make mistakes. I'm not just like the rest of you. I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another.
Woo!
Are you booing? We have a boo sound now.
No, I was wooing. I was
Oh, you were
wooing along
wooing.
with the.
Oh, I forget you're a
yeah.
Homelander.
Woo!
Homelander truther.
Yeah.
Welcome
It's
to
about
another
time somebody spoke the truth.
exciting episode of the Next Issue podcast. Thank you all. Yeah, we have a live audience. It's filmed in front of a live studio audience. Thank you.
There it is.
Don't worry, we'll get good at this, like in a year. Today this is just our weekend show for comics and stuff. We got a few things to talk about that are not comics. And maybe we'll close out with a little bit of Clash at Paris predictions.
Oh yeah.
That's happening today, I believe, 2 p.m. Eastern, so around 1 our time, maybe. It's early.
Is this still on Peacock? Is this the last one on Peacock, or is this the?
I think
first
this
one
is
on
the
ESPN?
last one on Peacock before WrestlePalooza.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite event.
I'm probably going to take a step back from my wrestling watching, which has been slowly happening over the last few months.
No.
Anyway.
Oh no!
But
because of the yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the business moves that WWE has made over the last. Like, I feel like they've pivoted to all the streaming services I don't have. Like, so.
I mean, Peacock was pretty cheap. We had a really good deal for a while. I think the WWE Network was the best.
That was the best deal. $10, you got everything. Then you didn't have to worry about any of it. And there's no way they're going back to that. But
no,
but now you have to go to it's Netflix and ESPN, or just get a VPN and just sign into Netflix overseas.
You could, and that is what Stephanie McMahon recommended on her podcast.
Really?
Because she had to do an ad read for Surfshark VPN because that's all so she didn't come out and say it, but we all knew, which is an interesting move. But I mean,
she's not tied to that company. She got nothing to do with that company.
That's right. Well, I mean, she does a podcast for them, right? That's all part of their podcast network. The most exciting podcast, like Undertaker and Michelle McCool have a podcast. The one podcast that I did like and enjoy, Broken Skull Sessions, is the one they're not doing anymore with Stone Cold.
Still with Stone Cold, I love Stone Cold. Like, I love old man Stone Cold Steve Austin with his kittens out in his farm in Texas, wherever he is.
He's running around, three-wheeling, four-wheeling,
just driving into town to get a pizza, whatever it is he does. He just seems like a happy old man.
I like it. I'm glad. Good for him.
Yeah.
One of those good for him situations. So, yeah, but we'll see. But before we get into that, I did want to. So, yesterday in our show, we gave an update. And I'm not going to say it was misleading because it wasn't. It was just very categorized to like a niche to our show. Because we gave an update for the top 10 movies of 2025 for the second half of the year.
Oh, yes.
Only for the U.S. box office. So that's a very niche look at box office. So I figured today, let me just tell you the worldwide box office, the episode 2025 for all the movies. The answer will surprise you. Literally, because I was not expecting this one to be at number one. So here, let me pull it up.
So worldwide movie.
Worldwide 2025 box office.
Mr. Worldwide's favorite movie.
That's right. So here they are. This is the order. At number one is Neza 2 with $1.9 billion worldwide. This is incredible because it didn't make any. It made 22 million here in the US because A24 brought it in. This is a sequel to a movie that came out a few years ago that was very popular, obviously worldwide. It did not catch on in the U.S. So that was very interesting. And then Lilo, and then after that, I think it's all remakes.
Lilo and Stitch,
It feels
Minecraft.
like it. Lilo and
Jurassic Park.
Stitch, yeah, Lilo and Stitch #2 with 1.032 billion dollars. And then I'll ask you which ones you've seen in a second, or if you've seen it, you could chime in, Jeff.
I've not seen Lilo. I have no interest in Lilo and Stitch.
I hear that after all the movie, I guess spoiler maybe for Lilo and Stitch, it ends differently from the animated version where she just ends up going to college anyways after everything they went through, which I believe that was not the point of the original film. So
I've only seen the original film once. I was too old. I'm too old. Like I was just like, I'm not into.
Yeah, and if you're gonna change it from the kid, hiding in the who didn't hide in a dryer when they were a kid,
Yeah.
to a
I did see a
pizza box.
commercial for whatever the Neza tube. I saw a commercial for it when I went to go see whatever movie I saw last time. Oh,
Yeah.
the Godzilla movie. When I went and saw Godzilla,
Oh, okay.
I saw the
That makes
commercial
sense.
for Neza tube. Yeah,
Makes sense. Yeah, I
remember like
Yeah.
sitting in the theater thinking like there are so many like global films that I know nothing about that I can barely get myself to the theater to watch, the big American films. But like,
I know. That's why I grabbed the Japanese poster for Jurassic World. But
yeah,
on
threw me
number
off.
3, a Minecraft movie, which you can watch now on HBO Max, made what is it, 957 million
Again,
worldwide.
shocking to me. Shocking.
It doesn't. No, I get it. Minecraft is a worldwide phenomenon that I just missed because I was too old for it.
I'm surprised. I guess I don't know. I just have turned my back on Jack Black. I don't find him particularly entertaining or funny anymore. And so I'm just.
You're still on TikTok though, right? His TikTok's pretty good, from what I remember.
I don't follow him on TikTok.
We might need to have a Jack Black discussion later on. Figure out where he lost you. Just go through his filmography. Figure out where he lost you.
It's when he chewed out. It's when he left Kyle. It's when Kyle said his thing, and then the next day he was just like, he walked it back, and he broke up the band for a while, and he quit the tour, and I was just like, that's when I turned my back on Jack Black. Like I had already was kind of like, his kind of frenetic comedy, like it was also like just like I'm not super into that kind of stuff anyway.
Yeah,
but that when he did that, and he didn't have to stand by what Kyle said, like, but he could have been. I think he could have handled it way better. And I was just like, no. When you've been together with somebody that long, and just the next day you cut all ties, I'm just like, that's not. I no longer trust Jack Black.
Well, on the other side, and I'm not saying I don't agree with any of that, but I think we've seen over the past few years that sometimes maybe there were relationships that you should have dropped a long time ago, and you just didn't because of the length of them. So there's, and I'm not saying that applies specifically to their case, because I agree with you, but there are instances where you're like, probably better off without this person. So
maybe, yeah. I'm like, but then you probably don't start a world tour with that person to begin with. I think. I don't know. It's just the shocking discoveries of Jack Black.
Now onto a less controversial topic, more Jurassic World. Jurassic World Rebirth #4, with $847 million.
I hope our editor Al picked that up.
Yeah.
My hint.
I think the movie was fine, and I enjoyed going to the theater. I love dinosaurs, so I'm gonna go check them out anytime they have them.
Art Jeff hates this movie. Like the Jeff that wants more out of life hates this movie, but the Jeff that just turns off his brain and likes to eat popcorn and have fun did enjoy this movie.
We are we contain multitudes.
We contain multitudes.
I recently learned in Life of Chuck.
But I do think that the Jurassic Park, I think they need to pivot. They need to pivot from people going to the island. There's 2 ways they can do this, and I think they flubbed both of them. and it's maybe too late to go back. So reboot, and then I feel like going into that from that last movie, no, the second to last movie, where all the dinosaurs get off the island finally, and they're like all over the planet, and it was like, I think they should have gone full Flintstones, where they started using dinosaurs in construction, and they started like, and then there was like PETA was mad about it, but like they started like full on Flintstones. That's how they hooked me back up. Or
that's interesting. Because people hated when they come to the city.
Yeah, but wouldn't you love it if like instead of seeing like giant cranes, you got to see a giant like brontosaurus like lift a bunch of like logs or something like that?
I just like seeing them being chased by dinosaurs.
No, I need to see more of some Flintstones, some practical use to those dinosaurs. They were manufactured by that.
You want a Flintstones reboot? That's what you want.
I want a Flintstones reboot. I want the dark, gritty Flintstones reboot. Also, I think they need a stoner film. I think they're like Jurassic Park has the best like soil for growth, and then like just give me that Seth Rogen.
Like they bring some prehistoric ganja back.
Yeah.
Like some really strong stuff.
That's what I want. Those are the 2 Jurassic Park movies that I'm pitching.
Well, the people want this. They've spoken all over the world. How to Train Your Dragon, the live action remake at number 5 with 628 million.
Old man does not understand. Just go watch the original.
I actually watched this instead of I've never seen the original ones. I watched this. I liked it just fine as well. I can see how the original is a better movie though, because but not knowing the story.
No, it's a great movie. I love the How to Train Your Dragon films are great.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, why do you're just replacing it with better animation? I don't know.
I'll tell you this, the flying sequences look pretty cool. And I don't like 3D.
Different animation.
Yeah, I don't like 3D, but I had to watch it in 3D because I went to like a early preview fan screening that I didn't know was 3D. Those flying sequences look pretty cool. So
I can imagine. Yeah.
Then Clay's favorite movie of the year so far, F1 the movie. Which is also very interesting. It's $609 million worldwide.
I think that's all old people. I would love it if they could figure out how, like, what the ages of people that are going to see these movies are.
I think it also F1 is a worldwide phenomenon. It's like very popular.
People love driving like that.
Yeah,
the F1, whatever that sport's called.
Formula One.
Yeah. Yes. People love that driving sport.
People love driving.
Like, it's huge, and I'm surprised at how huge it is.
That's why those Sonic movies are so popular, because people just want to go fast.
That's all they want. We need to pitch Roller Coaster, the movie.
Mm-hmm. Then we have Superman at $608 million, very close to the F1 movie. It may surpass it yet, because that one, Superman's still in theaters. So it's only like about $1 million off.
I wish it were still at my local Alamo.
I would definitely go, and I already bought it in digital, but I would go back to the theater to watch it. Then we have Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning at $598 million, which was also just fine. I enjoyed it for what it was as well, kind of closing out that chapter. It is now on VOD though, so you can watch that. If you haven't seen it, might as well. You don't even need to watch the previous one.
Oh, really? They don't all connect?
Well, they do, but this one kind of recaps everything. It recaps the whole franchise for the first hour, and then it gets going into its own movie.
Wait, so how long is the movie?
Like 2.5 hours, maybe a little bit more. 2:45. Okay. It's a long one. I went to the restroom twice during that movie.
Oh wow!
So, then we have Fantastic Four: First Steps at $494 million. This one's still also in theaters, but I feel like this one lost steam a little bit faster than Superman when it comes to superhero stuff.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I agree.
Oh, because I mean, this one I've only seen once in theater, and I watched Superman in theater 3 times, and it was just, I mean, it happened to align that I was able to go to that early screening, but yeah, it was just like, I think that one I can wait at home to go rewatch it. And then also Captain America: Brave New World at 10th with $415 million, which is interesting because I think this is the oldest movie on this list because that one came out in February, I believe.
Yeah.
Um, and another interesting thing, you can't see it, but I have the list pulled up. So all 3 Marvel movies are back to back to back for this year. So the next number
Thunderbolts.
11 is Thunderbolts, 382. Then real quick we have Sinners, Final Destination Bloodlines. So that's a good year for Warner Brothers. Demon Slayer, the movie that's coming out here in next week, is already at 234 million worldwide, and Weapons killing it worldwide as well. So that's all. That's the top 15. Well, there you go.
Weapons definitely can climb.
Yeah, yeah. I think Weapons is not done, and also that Demon Slayer movie. I'm gonna probably end up watching that too. So there you go. There's your Hollywood update. For those that were confused by our list yesterday, you get a real list today. So, all right, let's get into it, Jeff. What let's talk about what we've been watching, and I'll let you go first.
Sure. I have an update. I went
Update.
for a walk yesterday afternoon, and I would
A long
like
walk.
to rescind. I would like to rescind that I think I could do the long walk movie challenge. One, if you gave me like 3 weeks, I think I could do it.
Yeah.
Just to kind of train up. But if I had to do it tomorrow, I don't think I could make it. But also when I walk, I tend to look down. I like to look where I'm walking. And
Sure.
so you would have to project. I don't know how you would do that with the, like, I think I would get sick trying to watch a movie like up while walking. Like it would
I
just not,
mean,
it's like when people read in a car, you know how they get car sick. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but like, I don't like,
but on a
yeah, it makes
treadmill,
me
do you
all
still
queasy.
have to look down? I understand on the road, but on a treadmill, you probably should be okay.
Maybe I am. It's been a while since I've been on I like
Because
walking outdoors through a treadmill.
the ground
But
doesn't
I
move.
guess now that I'm thinking about it, I guess I did watch the TVs when they were up, when I was watching the
Yeah, because at
treadmill.
the gym they usually have like the TVs up and stuff.
Maybe. Yeah.
So yeah. That's good to
Okay,
know.
that was just yeah. What
It
have I
was also
watched?
very humid yesterday, so the theater would be nice and air conditioned. Or I bet sickos would still get popcorn and food.
Oh yeah. In shape people could do that. Totally
Yeah.
in shape people could do that.
I mean, it's an
But
hour 48. That's still quite a long time, I think, for even even somebody that's in shape. I'm sure keeping that same pace. I think it's keeping up the pace that really would screw with people. But maybe the treadmill can help with that.
yeah, I feel like a marathon runner could easily do it.
Oh yeah.
And I think like even like somebody that was like in shape could, I think the person that is not like focused or what, like, because then you would probably have the tendency to, like, if you're like an hour long runner or whatever, like, and that's your workout, like you'd be right, because you'd burn out after like an hour 15 because you're used to going your pace or whatever, and then you would yeah. Anyway,
I will say, I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday. In the book, maybe I did. In the book, they have to keep up a pace of 4 miles per hour.
oh okay.
So I think that's just funny that but in the movie, I think they've changed it to 3 miles an hour because I feel like just society as a whole,
You're like, there's no way.
there's
And
no
like,
way.
from whenever that point that book was written till today, like we've gotten that much worse off.
Yeah,
like, no.
like society just doesn't. We've slowed down as a society overall. We've lost speed.
Now they don't. I mean, it's not like in the book, in the previews, the trailers. It's like they're in a car and they're on horseback and then they're whatever. So I don't know how they actually track, other than using the car speedometer, like how fast they're actually going.
Yeah, they have like monitors or sensors or something. Yeah, they do some stuff. I don't want to
Because I
give
was
too
like,
much
I
away.
don't know if I could keep up a 3-mile-per-hour pace like on inclines or rocky terrain. Like you naturally have to go, I feel like,
You naturally
a little
adjust,
bit
right?
slow. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll see.
So I
We'll
don't know
see.
how that's.
I'm looking forward to watching it though. Sit in a seated position comfortably in a
Yeah,
theater.
yeah, exactly. Also, because you asked the question, what other things could you do? What other
Movies?
interacted
Yeah.
movies? I thought you should put like just find a giant field, a giant overgrown field, like a
Okay.
drive-in kind of situation. Put your movie screen at the end. Everybody brings their lawnmower, and you watch Lawnmower Man. And then you just mow the whole field over the course of Lawnmower Man.
I don't think that's what that movie's about.
This is the best I could come up with, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, but they would need to give you like headphones
Yeah,
that
you'd have to
connect
have it.
to
You
the
have to bring your
screen.
headphones so you can
Yeah,
hear.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And even then, they have to be real nice headphones.
I've only really watched one thing this week, and that was I needed to catch up and finish watching Peacemaker season 1 so that I could start Peacemaker season 2.
Nice.
And so I'd only watched like the first 3 episodes of Peacemaker. And so I was like, okay, I'll just barrel
How are
through it.
you enjoying it so far, though?
I like it. I like it. James Gunn tends to be a lot for me. Like
Okay.
over the course, like I can take about a movie's 2 hours worth of James Gunn, and then I got to be like,
Well, when you were mentioning that Jack Black, the goofiness and all that stuff, like James Gunn is like not exactly that, but it's a lot of that too. So,
and this is like, and when James Gunn likes to do dark things, like it's a different kind of dark than like what your
yeah.
Zack Snyder is. It's more psychological dark. And I'm just like, oh, the show's kind of rough to watch sometimes. Like when you're, especially when they get into the dad and this, racist stuff and like all the killing of the brother and whatnot. Like, so it's super silly because of big giant alien cow that looks crazy, but then like it twists everything it drives it into these super dark, psychologically torturous
Like
places.
you understand why the guy you met that's during the Suicide Squad is the way he is, right?
Yeah. Because he's messed up. Like he's obviously messed up, and they're all and all the characters are kind of to some extent a little screwy. So and that's James Gunn's bread and butter, obviously. So
yeah,
I feel like this is where he gets to work all that stuff out, so that he can focus in. Like, so when he does Superman, it's not as James Gunny, like. Because I think that was one of the things people said about the Superman movie is that it's James Gunn without being James Gunn, like he doesn't do all those little James Gunn things
it's James Gunn for kids.
For kids. It's everybody's James Gunn,
Yeah.
But this movie lets him kind of work that stuff out like on his own and like whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
did you watch
really
Creature Commandos?
No, that one.
Okay,
I watched like the first 2 episodes.
I recommend you also finish that because obviously we're following Rick Flag before the next season. You don't have to, but I think it's fun to see the character arcs because they are the same characters, right? Even following Peacemaker all the way from his movie to now, like the character has gone through so much that it's really interesting. That doesn't happen a lot. Like you see it a lot with the Marvel stuff because they've been going on for so long. But I mean, Suicide Squad was what 2018, 2019, I think, something like that.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, so cool.
So I'm excited to get into season 2. I did start the first episode, but I only got about halfway through it, and then HBO glitched on me, so I was like, "That's my sign."
Oh, HBO. Okay,
that's all I really watched this week.
Let me go through some stuff I watched, and then we'll get into comics for sure. That's really a big week for comics. I don't know if you saw. I posted something on a bunch of places, but it's like I was buying comics by the pound this week. I did watch a couple of things. I think I told you guys because on Friday when we went to our meetup at Half Price Books, I logged off of work early because of the holiday weekend, and I went to watch TheRoses. This is the movie with Benedict Cumberbatch. I almost said Benjamin. Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman. It's based on the book The War of the Roses. Also, there's been a Danny DeVito movie of the same name. I really liked it. It's a really fun comedy. It does make me think like, oh, we're allowed to laugh again in the theaters. Like with this and Naked Gun, I'm like, comedies are
Bring laughter
back.
back.
Like, bring laughter back to the theaters. So I recommend it if you don't have anything else to watch. Although there's a lot of stuff to watch. I'm trying to make up my mind. I think after we log off of here, I'm gonna go down to the Alamo and watch Caught Stealing. But if I don't get to go to that, then I might check out Jaws, the 50th anniversary release. So, but yeah, I recommend TheRoses. I think it's a fun movie. Olivia Colman and Benedict Cumberbatch are both really funny. Andy Samberg, Kate McKinnon is also in it. So like, the cast is just super stacked with really funny people, and it's pretty brisk, like a little over 90 minutes. So, and then because I didn't get to go to the movies yesterday and I still wanted to watch something, I figured for the show, and maybe I'll do a full review. I watched the RedSonja film that
Oh, you
came out
found it.
weeks ago. Yeah. You can buy it, rent it on Apple and all the other stuff now. So, um, I I really liked it. I thought it was pretty fun. Like, I'm not a big RedSonja person. I haven't read much other than like some crossovers with Conan and DC stuff. I read a little bit of the Gail Simone. I read the book that came out this week, but that one's very different. But I liked it. Let me see who the act. I mean, everybody's pretty good as far as acting in it. Like the story
Isn't
is a
there
lot of fun.
there's like a 70s Red Sonja
There's a
film.
1985 RedSonja because I was looking at the reviews on Letterboxd, and people were saying that they liked that one. I think the reviews for this are overall positive. Like, it's a 2.5 stars, which I think for a film like this is not bad. It cost 17 million to make. But Matilda Lutz, who plays RedSonja, she's great. And then the villain is Robert Sheehan, who you may have seen in Umbrella Academy. He is the guy who sees Ghost. If
Okay.
you've seen the
Yeah.
show, like he has he has like his own following and stuff. He's very quirky in the show. I mean, they're all very quirky, but specifically, I think he's very quirky in the show. Michael Bingsby showed up, like the UFC fighter, which I was not expecting. The first half of the movie feels like, oh, we're just gonna do Gladiator, but like in the world of RedSonja. And then the second half feels like, okay, now is our. I don't know if you ever watch Spartacus on Stars.
No.
Which is also, they just kind of felt like that. Even the look of the show, like it felt like a really nice cable show. So yeah, it was good. I recommend it. You can rent it for $10. It's a fun watch. So
$10
I know. Well, I mean, that's how much a movie costs
to rent?
to rent. Well, I
Is that
mean,
what
when you
they
go to
are?
the theater, you don't buy the movies.
Oh, because it's new. I see.
Yeah.
I was like, Blockbuster used to be like $3.
Well, that was also 20 years ago. I don't even. Yeah, no, renting a movie
I don't
costs like $5 to $10, I think, depending on how new they are.
at
That's why.
Blockbuster?
No,
$4.99, I think was the
no,
top.
now. Well,
Oh
but yeah,
no,
but find find a Blockbuster.
no, you can't. But that's
Yeah,
because See, this
go to
is the
the
problem.
local.
Is that there's the slow. You just accept it. You just accept what the corporate lords give us.
Mhm.
I'll be playing the role of Clay today.
In the role of Clay. And we forgot to make that announcement at the beginning for today's performance in the role of Clay Harrison.
Yeah.
What else did I watch? Let me go into the other comic book property that I didn't know it was a comic book property that I checked out.
Men
There's a
in
new
Black.
show called Butterfly on Prime Video with Daniel Day Kim, which was the thing that I that was the reason that I wanted to check it out. But apparently, it's based on a graphic novel by Arash Amel and Marguerite Bennett, with art by Antonio Fuso and Stefano Simone. It's pretty cool. It's about a guy who an elite secret agent who must confront her past after she's framed for murder, and then she finds out her father, who's Daniel Day Kim in this, comes back from supposedly being dead. But it stars him, Piper Perabo, for the Coyote Ugly fans, which is a jarring change. I had to look up how old she was because I can't remember seeing her. Like, I've seen her on other stuff in between, but I was like,
She's in that.
wait,
What's her USA Today or USA show? Dangerous something.
oh, Dangerous.
She was the spot. She was the CIA agent in that one
Oh,
show.
that's
Like,
funny
she's the
because
lead.
she kind of plays a similar role here, but she's like the head of the agency now, and I'm like, is she old enough to play this role now? What's going on?
Paraboo.
But yeah, she's great. She's great in it too. So I like it. The show stars with Daniel Day Kim doing
Covert
Irvin
Affairs.
Covert Affairs. There you go. I remember that. The show kicks off with Daniel Day Kim doing karaoke to The Killer's Mr. Brightside. So I was like, this show can't be bad if it's gonna start there. So that was kind of fun. So I'm gonna keep watching that. It's only 6 episodes, and I already borrowed the comic from the library to check it out afterwards.
Support your local
And then
library.
the last thing I watched was I'm a fan of Tyler. What's his name? Tyler Kish. I think that's how
Tyler
you say it. No, Tyler. He played Gambit.
Oh
in,
yeah.
In the
Taylor
Wolverine movie.
Kitsch.
Taylor Kish. He has a new show on Prime as well called TheTerminalList, which I think is like a spin-off or has to do with the Chris Pratt show, The Terminal List, that he was also on. But this one's called Dark Wolf, so it's about like an offshoot of that. This one's a little bit more serious and grim. So I don't know if I'll keep watching it. I only checked it out because Taylor Kish was in it. And I checked out American Primeval when it came out, just because I wanted to kind of see what he was up to. So we'll see.
Did he get his start on? Is it Friday Night Lights? He played some like.
He was in Friday Night Lights. He was what's his name? Oh,
Jake
I forget.
Magruder.
No, he was Tim Riggins.
Tim Riggins.
Tim Riggins.
You mentioned Chris Pratt. Did you hear that rumor that people are like he's being cast as Batman? And it's the most ridiculous rumor. Well, apparently he's had a meeting with James Gunn because they're still, they're buddies.
Yeah, I would expect the meeting, but not for Batman.
But not for I'm like Batman is way against type. Like even Chris Pratt acting and all his other stuff aside, like I just no what that makes zero sense whatsoever.
I'm trying to think of.
I think he'd make a fantastic Booster Gold.
Maybe, but I feel like I've heard a lot of stuff that Kumail Nanjiani's already kind of for that. And
again, that also feels against type for me because I'm like, this may just be, that's how I don't see Booster. Like I see Booster Gold as more of like in my head, Booster Gold should be like Logan Paul, like that kind of like, cause he's somebody who is like, and I understand the face, but I understand he's loved, but he travels back in time to become famous. Like that's his character arc. And then he learns how to become a superhero once he gets back here. But he's just a janitor who steals a bunch of tech and travels back in time to become. So he's basically just an empty, like he should be played by this kind of shallow whatever who ends up. And I think it's through his friendship with Blue Beetle, Ted Cord, that he kind of learns to become a decent person. So I think that's why I'm like, he should be played by somebody who's kind of vapid, who's really good at being vapid and like whatever. And I think at worst, like your Zack Snyder version, he would be like a Logan Paul. But in your James Gunn kind of thing, I think he would be more like a Chris Pratt. Like I see like Andy being more like Booster Gold than, you know.
You know, it's interesting because I think I haven't read much of the older stuff from Booster Gold. So to me, he's already like people that have wrote him recently, like in the stuff I've read, he's got a little bit more nuance. Like, yeah, he's definitely looking for fame, but also he's like underneath. There's a really cool episode of the Justice League Unlimited about Booster Gold.
Oh, that's a great episode.
Yeah. So like that. So that's why I can't really see Chris Pratt. Where I'm like, well, Kumail Nanjiani can be more dramatic as well and give us that other side of Booster Gold that nobody sees when you know that he doesn't show the whole world.
I just
Whereas
think
like
I like Kumail so much. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. But I just don't. I'm just like, oh, he's so nice. But I will.
Kill Jeff.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I just feel that Kumail is so like I don't that dark, that kind of incessant neediness of Booster's character. I don't feel it from Kumail because Kumail, I'm just like, oh, okay, puppy dog eyes. I'll give it to you. I don't know. Okay. Maybe he is perfect casting. Maybe I've talked myself into it via you just mentioning some stuff, and I'm like,
we'll see. Let me give James. There was one thing I did want. Oh, I wanted to not message James Gunn directly, but like I wanted to put out a thing on Blue Sky and Threads because I know he sometimes reads them. And I was like, please don't forget about the Penguin as you go forward. Like, just give us some more Penguin, please. That was so good because I was watching. I don't remember what it was. Like, it came up like just a scene from the Penguin. I was like, oh man, I hope they're doing more with this. I want to see. I know that supposedly he's gonna be in the next Batman movie, but like, I just want more Penguin.
I saw an interview with what's his name, Colin Farrell, where he has the script. Like he's like, I got to read the script tonight or whatever, and he was doing press or something. So he must be in it if he's got the script.
Yeah, I think he is. But I mean, it would make sense that he is, right? Because it's still got he's a big part of that city now, especially after the way the season ended. So, all right. The last thing I'll mention, I'll kind of start transitioning us into books. I mean, to comic books by talking about one book. I started listening to the Shadow Lab anthology. I also borrowed that from the library. And I heard the story by Nicholas Sansbury Smith, Helldivers, The Lost Years. It's about a radioactive wasteland of what was one known Earth. A man has to fight all these creatures to kind of try to return home because after World War III, the Earth it's radioactive, so people can't live on the surface. They live on these ships, but these Helldivers go back down to like get stuff and supplies and go on missions. So he gets kind of lost and is on his own. It's a pretty good story, pretty interesting, nice story. I saw somebody talk about the book on Instagram, and I was like, oh, I could use a break in between like the longer books because it's only like it's a little anthology. There's like 4 or 5 stories in this book, so this one's like 2.5 hours. So yeah, it's pretty nice. So
nice.
All right, let's do comics. I see you have a few things that are not from this week. You want to start with those, and then we'll go to.
I did some backup reading. First off, I was looking at this Marvel Age number 3, really early Marvel Age, but mostly what's interesting is on the back. It says it gives a synopsis of what's in the issue, and it says Butch Guy sizes up the Micronauts, the creation of the Epic Comics line, the unwanted return of Bucky Barnes, and they all sound in like they're in the AI voice. Like whenever you post those things, I'm like, the unwanted return of Bucky Barnes. There's an interesting article in here from Roger Stern where he talks about stories that have not made it to print.
Yeah.
And just for various reasons and like fan mail and stuff. So this was published in, I think, 83. He talks about how he continuously got letters to bring Bucky back. And he's like, I hate sidekicks. I hate team, whatever. I'm never bringing Bucky back. I will not bring Bucky back. And he goes, and I finally sat down. I was like, if I write this story, this is what it's going to be like. Cap finds Bucky in a VA hospital. Bucky's missing his arms and his legs and one eye. And then Cap finds him, and then Bucky dies. He's like, it drives it to such a dark place that it's like, yeah, Roger Stern.
I'm glad they went the other way.
Yeah. Don't give that to Roger Stern.
Sebastian Stan's glad they went the other way.
Yeah, very much so. The other thing I read, because I'm cataloging all my books, I'm in the B box. Blackest Night. I revisited Blackest Night from DC Comics.
How many is that? 8?
8 issues. This is back when they really threw it out there. Look at all that.
That's good. Those are great covers. I remember. Yeah.
So Ivan Reis's art is, gosh, great. And I'm always afraid because I'm always get him in. Who's the toxic one? That's
EVS.
But So as I was reading, as I was just flipping, I didn't read every single word, but because I'd read it when it came out. But I was like, man, Ivan Reis is like, I put him on the same level as who just did the Last Days of Lex Luthor.
Brian Hitch.
Brian Hitch. Like, I feel like Brian Hitch is your go-to guy if you want something that's big and cinematic and whatever, like on comic book form. And I'm like, Ivan Reis is right there with him. Like, those drawings.
Yeah, he recently did some stuff with Mariko Tamaki for like her run on Detective Comics, like the Tower story.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty cool.
So just so good. I forgot how dark that
it gets real dark. Like everyone dies.
Violent. Yeah, everyone dies. Like if you are one of those people who's like, DC needs to be dark, like just go read this. Because the whole first issue is like, hey, remember how we killed all these characters? And then it ends with the most brutal, like some of the most brutal comics I've seen, where a zombified, elongated man like beats Carter Hall to death with his own mace. And then it just goes from there. Like they rip out hearts. It's just gross. It's like,
I mean, they could do whatever they wanted because they knew that at the end of it, like the brightest day or whatever was gonna bring it all back. So they could really go places.
Yeah. The deaths were brutal, meaningless but brutal.
But we didn't know it was meaningless, right? Now we know, but we didn't know then.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of figured, but
I'd forgotten how late this came in. Also, so like. This I think was 2009, 2010, crossed over between those 2 years.
It was kind of their response to the Marvel, the zombies thing, and the success of The Walking Dead in the early 2000s or whatever. So,
I was just like, oh, so the reboot's coming. I feel like this is their last, like whatever, like before the big reboot.
They probably knew that it was gonna, like, the New 52 was gonna do something. So they're like, we can do whatever we want, and like just throw it all out.
Just let's go with it. The other thing I finished is Blood Brothers Mother. The 4th issue came out a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, finally. Okay, cool.
But but I had to go back because there was so much distance between each issue. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to read them all again. This,
you don't keep them together.
I just stitched them all. If you love westerns, this is a brutal western. This is great western comics.
Hold on, let me run that back.
Brian,
you don't keep them together. We'll edit that.
Just split it in. Great western comics. Brian Azzarello, Eduardo Rizzo. Great artwork in this thing,
dude.
So good, but it's got every western like trope on the dark side of like trope that you can throw out there.
I tried to go back and read their 100 Bullets, but it's just a little, not a little. It's actually very dated. So I was like, no, but I'm glad they reunited. Yeah, because also 100 Bullets is a big commitment. Where this is like 4 issues, even though they're oversized issues. Like, it's only 4 issues, so it's really just like one trade.
Yeah. Cool. Great
All right, let's go through comics for the week then. I think you're there. It's a big dude. I have big stack. This is all I think. All these are red books except for the knives at the bottom.
All
So
right.
let me
You,
go
you
through a
want me to
few.
yeah, okay. You go through
Let
a
me
few.
do. I'll do like 2 or 3, and then you can do 2 or 3, and we'll go back and forth. Doom 2099. It's kind of
Ooh.
a tie-in to the One World Under Doom. It's a one-shot. It's pretty cool though. I really enjoyed it.
Who's the creative
Frank
team?
Thierry.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Frank Thierry. I feel like Frank Thierry is the guy you get when you just want a cool story that doesn't have a lot of stakes, but it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
like in a tie-in. So, and then speaking of tie-ins, we have Imperial War Black Panther. It's a one-shot to kind of set the stages for the next Black Panther stuff. This is by Victor Lavalle. They credit Jonathan Hickman, but I mean, I'm guessing it's just because it's all coming out of Empire,
Yeah.
Imperial. And then Imperial War Planet She-Hulk, Stephanie Phillips, Emilio Liso. They're going to be taking over that series, the Planet She-Hulk series. This was really fun. It reads to me like Law and Order, Planet Hulk.
Yeah. So there is an ongoing series of this
There
coming
will
out.
be a Planet She-Hulk series spinning out of this after Imperial is done.
Okay.
So this is kind of setting up the stage for that as well. Well, I love the rest. So you read it? Have you read this?
I did. Yes.
I love
I enjoyed it.
I just love the fact that they spent all that time looking for the murderer, and then they're like, "Yeah, but this is Sakaar or New Sakaar. Like your laws don't apply to us. It doesn't matter." So what if everyone killed them? Which was that part was actually pretty funny because I knew it was gonna be that as soon as they went to the autopsy and they mentioned all the ways that he died.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I enjoyed it. It's bittersweet because I love that Rainbow Rowell run from the last two that ended about a year ago. I mean, clearly nobody was doing anything with She-Hulk, so you know whatever. And I like Stephanie Phillips.
Yeah.
I just miss that old series.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go through a few years.
We have Justice League Unlimited number 10.
It's on the pile here somewhere.
Again, great artwork. Dan Mora.
Dude, I don't know how Dan Mora does so much work.
I wonder how he doesn't get confused between this and where's the other one? His Superman. I'll do that as well.
Superman 29.
Yeah, here it is. Because they're basically. Oh, you got the nice cover.
I mean, that was cool too. I really struggled. But Tula Lote, my heart.
Tula Lote. So future Doomsday Time Trapper is in both. Like Dark Legion is trying to kill Time Trapper in both Superman and Justice League Unlimited, and so I get the feeling Superman is maybe taking place a little bit beforehand than the Justice League Unlimited. I can't tell. I think it's all obviously leading up to KO.
Yeah.
But the Justice League Unlimited comic is great. There's a lot happening.
I keep want to call him Trapper Keeper.
Trapper Keeper.
But these are great. Great. Both of these are great. I will say for the video, one of the videos I used the wrong. I think I put this in the poster in the Justice League video. So Dan Moore gonna get confused what I do.
Superboy Prime. Great stuff.
Great stuff. Love it.
Yeah.
What else?
We'll talk this one. Absolute Martian Manhunter number 6. Yes, number 6.
I haven't read it because I'm behind on that one. I'm like 2 issues behind on that one.
It's Denise Camp. Denise camps it up where it's super dark, super hope this doesn't happen. Wait, with Denise Camp, you never know where he's gonna push it. So you're like, are we doing this? Are we doing this?
Yep.
and it ends with the same. Just the artwork is great. The artwork is fantastic as always. So,
all right. Let me do. I got the Mortal Hulk. Sorry, the Mortal Thor #1.
how is that?
This is kind of a relaunch, I guess, of the series. I didn't read the old one. I wanted to check this out to see if I wanted to do a video on it. I ended up choosing not to because I don't know what the hell's going on in this book.
I was gonna
So
ask. So is he dead? So did Thor die?
I don't know. Maybe. Well, he lost his powers somehow. I don't know. He's not a god anymore. It's very confusing, Jeff. I think I really needed to have read the previous stuff. That's why I didn't end up making a video about it, because I didn't know what the hell I was going to talk about. Star Trek Strange New Worlds, The Seeds of Salvation. Image sent us this book, and I wanted to check it out. And then I saw Christian Ward did a cover. It's pretty fun. I'll go back and finish it when it's all collected. It's a Robbie Thompson book, so I think it's gonna be fun. Even if I don't know anything about Star Trek Strange New Worlds, I think the space tropes are enough. So, and then I picked up Sonya Reborn. Not only because of this cover, I promise.
Is that Jay Lee?
No, this is a good question. I don't know. There's so many covers for Dynamite, and they don't put the name of the artist on their covers like some of them do. Christopher Priest is doing this with Alessandro Miracolo. It takes place in contemporary times, and it's like a kind of like the spirit of Red Sonja goes back. I don't know. I was also very confused by this one, but I mean, it's a cool cover, so checked it out anyways. So, all right, I'll pass it back to you, Jeff.
Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, Rite of Passage #2. Mouthful.
Rite of Spring.
Rite of Spring. Sorry. Rite of Spring.
Rite of Passage.
Rite of Passage. Great issue. We get, they talk about just the artwork's great.
I can't wait to dig into that. I think we talked about it during book club for the first book, and I mentioned that going back and reading all together was better for me, so I'm waiting on this one to read it all at the same time.
Yeah, it'd probably be, they probably read a lot better all in one. This is a beautiful book. Robin and Batman, Jason Todd. This is the last issue of this one, so if you've been waiting to read them all together, it's all complete. Jeff Lemire, Dustin Nguyen. Very sad because we all know what happens to Jason Todd. It's okay. He's alive now. Whatever. Who cares?
They show like a Punisher character in one of the covers, which I thought was weird. So I was like, oh, I can't wait to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, there's a third character who's like a Punisher. He kind of looks like Grifter in some places.
He does look like a Grifter, yeah. Not a Grifter, but the Grifter.
Not a Grifter, but the Grifter. It is neither Punisher nor Grifter.
Jim Lee's Grifter.
Jim Lee's Grifter. Yeah, it's great. Artwork's great. Jason is Jason.
I mean, Jeff Lemire's good at those emotional stories, so I can see this coming.
I saw that somebody was talking about how Jeff Lemire is like doing some kind of project for DC Comics, and they were kind of speculate what it might be, and they were like, "Oh, it'd be great if he did a Young Justice," and I was like, "I don't need Jeff Lemire touching."
No.
Like 6 sad kids, just torturing, like everything Jeff Lemire does to the kids. I don't need that.
Grifter and Hush had a baby with Wraith.
Yeah, exactly. Last one for me, I think this round is We're Taking Everyone Down With Us. What is this, #5? This is a great book.
Is that the end of the series?
No, it's got one more issue.
Okay,
but definitely read it once it's all collected.
I'm waiting. Yeah. Oh, I love the first issue. It was great. This book came out at the same time that Matthew Rosenberg. Is it the Matthew Rosenberg book?
This is
Tyler Crook is also.
Yeah, this is the Rosen book, and Crook is.
You'll Do Bad Things or something like that. I think it's called. Yeah.
You'll Do Bad Things, and I got both the first issues. This is the one that sold me. But here, You'll Do Bad Things is really good too. So
I'll read both. I'm gonna read both when they're collected for sure.
Yeah, that's the one I traded weighted on.
All right.
But this one he's like a shitty. it's not even about like the protagonist is like a shitty James Bond or like a realistic James Bond who's like just a sexist asshole, whatever. But it's
I don't
mostly
think
about
the
the villains.
protagonist is the little girl we meet.
Yeah, that's really the protagonist. But I think the world is supposedly based around the James Bond character guy.
Nice.
Because the imprint is Rook. So
yeah. Shredder number 1 from IDW. I also picked up this really neat foil cover, which they protect. A really good book. Dan Waters. I mean, I think we like Dan Waters here. So the ending. So You'll Do Bad Things is already done. So I need to go. So that one was only 5 issues, and then this one's gonna be 6 issues. Cool. Good looking at Omega Slice. Ultimate Spider-Man number 20.
Oh, I got one of those.
A Dinner with the Osborns.
This is their second dinner issue.
So many Spider books where they just go to dinner. Yeah. Because then we had that one shot from Straczynski as well. That's all just about Spider-Man going to dinner. So cool. Let me bounce it back to you, Jeff.
I know you're excited about this. The Invisible Man.
Yeah. I love it.
By James Tynion the Fourth and Danny. I love the artwork. The artwork is great. It goes really well with the story they're telling. Invisible Man is just a crazy asshole, I think, is basically what we get out of him.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Every iteration of the Invisible Man I've ever seen he's just been like the worst person you know, possibly a killer, likely a killer, but he's also just invisible. Like,
yeah, I like it a lot. And we don't even. They're both 6 issues, but one of them was delayed by a month. Thank you very much. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I don't know much about the Invisible Man. I've only seen 2 Invisible Man stories, and one of those was Kevin Bacon's Hollow Man in the 2000s.
So you haven't seen? I think it's the who is it? Chevy Chase? Is it Chevy Chase is the Invisible Man?
Oh God, it sounds no. Let
me see.
All right, what else, Jeff?
I got Absolute Wonder Woman number 11.
Yeah,
look at that cover. That cover is menacing. Another great issue.
They got me because there was very cool covers. There was 3 very cool covers, so I ended up buying 2 of them.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, and then the other one that I left behind was also cool. So,
man,
what a book! What a book!
Jeff the Landshark number 3.
Oh, so I thought it was just like collections from the web comic, but it's actually a comic.
It's a comic. I don't know if it's ongoing. It might be like 6 issues or something.
Okay.
They're doing a lot of Jeff stuff to the point where I'm like, I'm done with Jeff.
That's what I say every week.
Yeah, but they do give him Wolverine claws in this issue, so that's fun.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Back to you.
Picked up Immortal Legend Batman.
How is that?
It is okay. I don't know how much I like the idea of this world's Batman because it's just Super Sentai Power Rangers Batman. That's what they're going for, which which seems to me like an interesting idea. The art is really cool. I think I'm gonna try this again once it's all done.
Kyle Starks is kind of your Sentai guy. Yeah. Like if you need a Sentai,
yeah, Kyle Higgins and Matt Grom, they both. I mean, Radiant Black, Power Rangers, like that's all they do. I did get the blank cover though, so whenever I get to a convention, I can get somebody to do some really cool stuff.
Get a Frank Miller drawing.
Masterminds number 1. It's a new Zach Kaplan book from Dark Horse. It's very cool. It's like a programmer gets invited to this secret society but it's like a Squid Games type of test to get in. So it's very cool, and I like Zach Kaplan. His Immortals book with the Immortal Vikings was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That was a good
yeah,
book.
he does a lot of cool things. What else? You got any more stuff, Red?
Got three last ones.
Okay, cool. Me too.
The
Perfect.
Avengers number 29.
I haven't read it, but I do have it.
They're finally picking up on threads that they
Finally,
started.
T'Challa.
The
Did they finally
beginning
get
of the
T'Challa out of the little bottle universe?
yes, he's out of the
Okay,
bottle universe. And they're going back, and like all the little footnotes are like, as seen way back in Avengers number 2, or
Yeah.
like at the beginning of this. So, and they make reference to Hickman's Secret Wars, which I'm always pleased when they do that, because I feel like they flubbed the transition going into whatever happened after that.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad they kind of keep referencing it, because they're like, we know we messed that up. And then we've got the newest issue of Void Rivals 22. I mean, every single one of the Energon Universe's books feels like it's ramping up to something big.
Yeah.
And this one is like big. Like this ends on a big cliffhanger.
Oh man, I can't wait to catch up on that. But I did read like 3 volumes in one weekend, so that was fun.
It's a lot of.
So I'm kind of caught up, but not all the way.
A lot of Energon.
Mm-hmm.
And then my final book for the week is Runaways number 3. Just a fun Runaways book. I love the Runaways.
Yeah,
they're all there.
Nice. Well, my last 3 books that I read, Bring on the Bad Guys, Dormammu number 1.
Is that the final one?
Leads right up to Bring on the Bad Guys, Mephisto number 1. So Mephisto's the last one. They both came out this week, but read Dormammu first, then read Mephisto. It's a really fun story. I like seeing all the bad guys, and I really like this new character of Sister Sorrow. And I like seeing Mephisto. Like, he's just another unhinged character that they need to do more stuff with, I think. So that was really fun. And then the last thing I read, and this was last weekend, but I did pick up the collection of the New Gods number 1 or volume 1.
Oh, nice.
Ram B, Evan Cagle. I've already talked about this, but I did pick it up. So cool stuff. Let me show you some stuff that I picked up that I haven't read. The Knives, the new Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips book.
Oh, nice.
And they're going back to their criminal. This is a criminal story, so going back to their criminal roots. I guess I did read Exquisite Corpses 3 and 4. This series is gnarly. I love it. And then I picked up.
How long is it supposed to go?
I think
25 issues or something like that.
Oh, I don't know, because they're collecting them in 3s, which is a great money making scheme. So
their trades are doing 3 issues each.
Their trades are doing 3 issues each. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I don't know if they'll keep doing that. I know the first issue was triple size, so maybe that's why. Because in the first trade, even though you're only getting 3, you're really getting 5 issues of story.
Okay, that might be.
Maybe that's why. So, and then I picked up Christopher Chaos, which I haven't read. Rebel Moon Nemesis, which I might be the only person in the world reading this, but it's a Gail Simone story in the world of Zack Snyder, so I'm gonna check it out. Red Vector, which I haven't read, but I'm looking forward to. And then Martian Manhunter, which you already talked about, and then I just picked up this cover by Peach Momoko, because of course. And then if you can see back here, the little Chip Zdarsky freebie magazine had Ryan Stegman on the cover this week. So 23 ways to get ripped with while sitting in a chair all day drawing X-Men. So, all right. What else? Did you have any books you haven't read for this week that you picked up?
No, I'm going to revisit. They're on the other side. Also pulled out of the B box. What is it? Is it here? Blackbird by. Who is Blackbird by? It doesn't matter. Blackbird, and I'm revisiting Black Widow, the Mark Waid, Chris Samney run.
Oh yeah, that was a fun one.
Later this week.
Fun one. Very nice. I really like that Christopher Kells is back with a new mini arc. Isaac Goodheart is so good on art. Like that world is just so much fun. But I understand the renumbering because it it's less threatening for somebody to jump into a book if it's not at 25. So all right, I think
The movie
we got
is Memoirs of an Invisible Man. It's from
Memoirs of an Invisible
1992.
Man.
It is starring Chevy Chase, John Carpenter, Sam Neill, Daryl Hannah, Michael McKean, Patricia Heaton, Stephen Tobolowsky, and you can find it on Tubi. If you want to dig into that.
No, I don't. I don't think so. I think I'm good. All right, to close out the show real quick, that's right, boo Chevy Chase. We're gonna speed through the Clash in Paris predictions.
Yeah.
Real quick, Jeff, just let me know. We have, I'll do that one last. We have Sheamus and Rusev in the good old fashioned Donnybrook. Who do you got?
Sheamus.
I think Rusev's gonna win. I feel like they're gonna finally put him over and let him continue, like finally give him an actual program. Not that Sheamus isn't a program, but we have the man Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Becky Lynch.
I think Becky also takes that. Thanks for playing, Nikki. We have the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns versus the Tribal Thief with the Shula Fala in play. Bronson Reed versus Bronson Reed.
Oh, it's gotta be Roman Reigns.
I feel like either that or it's a no contest because shenanigans. So they can start setting up the.
Hello? Oh, I don't think that's for me. I thought I heard somebody knocking. Sorry.
Yeah, I think they're gonna start setting up the Roman going against the what's the name of the other guy? The big guy with the spears.
Oh,
his name just escaped me.
Yeah,
but you know who I'm talking about. Steiner.
What's his name's Kid? Steiner Kid. Yeah.
Steiner Kid.
Scott
right.
Magluter.
All right. Next, the World Heavyweight Championship in a 4-way match with Seth Rollins, CM Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso. Yeet. Who do you got?
Seth Rollins, CM Punk. It's gonna be Seth. Seth retains. They're not gonna give it to him.
I think it's too soon for him to take the title. And then everyone's favorite match: John Cena, the Unseen 17 versus Logan Paul.
It's got to be John Cena. I don't know how they make Logan Paul win this.
There's no way he loses.
But I did hear the guys on What Culture Wrestling. This is my one tether to wrestling. They were like, one guy was predicting that John Cena might just lose out because they're like, he's on his retirement tour. He should be putting everybody over on his way out.
Not Logan Paul. So I agree with that sentiment.
Like, not Logan Paul. I don't know.
Not Logan Paul. Anyone else? Yeah, put him over.
I think he should be. And John Cena is the kind of guy that would put everybody over on his way out. And I'm just like, please don't do it for Logan Paul.
I love that. I don't know if you watch. I know you don't have access to SmackDown immediately, but he apologized to that little kid that he yelled at.
I did see that clip online. Yeah. And I love that they've been. I love that one. I don't know if that kid was planted from the beginning, from the get-go, or whatever. But when did it happen? And then they brought him out like 2 weeks later, and he made fun of him again. And then they apologized to him. So I'm like, that was whatever that is.
All the kid wanted to do was take a selfie while that was happening. And sometimes in my dreams, technology doesn't work. Where like I'm trying to take a picture, and I don't know if that's ever happened to you, where like the phone doesn't work properly in your dreams. I feel like that was happening to that kid actively, where his phone was not responding to what he wanted to do. I'm like, dude, enjoy. That kind of sucks because like he should have just enjoyed the moment because there's like all these other cameras that have it captured, right? Like they're putting it on TV. He just could have kind of enjoyed the moment. So put your phone down, kids. All right. Well, with that,
wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap it up and get out of here. You guys have a good rest of your Labor Day weekend. Bye-bye.
The most important thing in life will always be
Hell, Bebo.
Twitter loves you.
Simon Center, get the fuck out.
All right. Bye.
All right.